And then came the rain. Rain. Anyway, before the rain, we had the Olympics, and I went to an impromptu street party, which just involved those plastic chairs that stack. They were put out in the street, and there was a bunch of us. We were all sat around on these chairs in the street, and we were just chewing the fat and drinking a bit of booze and one thing and another. And there were a few adults there that were shooting up, which was okay. They were in control. It was all right. Nobody was judgmental. There were not too many tattoos, and there weren't that many tits out. You know, it was just an okay night. Everything was fine. There was harmony. But there were loads of Mozzies about. Loads of bloody Mozzies. You know, you just hear that in your ear hole. It's always around your ear. And you know you're going to get bitten, and a lot of people get bitten and they have a really bad reaction. And a friend of mine who was sat next to me, she was wearing this neoprene black top with long sleeves right down to the wrists. She had studs all over the tits on this thing. Apparently the local rubber night had been cancelled, which was just as well, otherwise we would have missed her company. And all of a sudden she went, oh, bloody hell, you know, or something like that. A Mozzie had bit her on the upper arm. Anyway, and Mozzie had bitten her on the upper arm right through the neoprene suit, you know, just shows how aggressive and everything they are, you know, it's unbelievable really how they get to you. Anyway, she didn't live too far away, and she scuttled back to the house and got some medication to stop this adverse reaction, and when she came back, she was wearing a t-shirt and a cardigan, and she said, I had to get rid of that, it was too hot. And she said, I put some Mozzie repellent on, you know, would you like to smell this? And she leaned forward and offered me her arm. And that's okay, I like doing that, and give it a... And it smelled all right, because sometimes, you know, it does smell a bit bloody awful, but I said, yeah, that smells all right. And obviously, as I pulled her arm towards me, she caught a whiff of stuff that was coming out from my collar. And I said, Christ, that smells nice. What on earth is that? I said, it's new out. It's called Minge Mist. I bought it off the internet. I said, oh, God in heaven, yeah. Anyway, you know, and then before that developed, another girl just sat over there, said to me, I recognize you. Should I recognize you? No, I've not seen you with your glasses on before, you know. And I said, well, no, that's why I put them on my head tonight. I just want people to get used to it in a gradual way. And she said, you're very athletic, aren't you? And I, well, you know, don't push it, love. I know it's Olympic week. What makes you say I'm athletic, you know, because I was inquisitive. And she said, well, I've seen you walking through the fields with your dogs in a very lithe and athletic way. In fact, I saw you the other day walking through the fields, and you looked very athletic. And I said, well, I've never seen you before in my life. You know, where the hell were you? I said, oh, I was in a police helicopter. A man had exposed himself to me, and we were looking for him, and we flew very near to you, and it obviously wasn't you. And I went, no, okay, you know. So that's the identity parade option out of the way. Thank God for that. I don't like pulling out too much. Anyway, we were just there, you know, gassing away as the evening went on. And then somebody suddenly said, it's my birthday in 5 minutes. Oh, bloody hell, Christ, it's 5 to midnight, you know. Because time flies, really, when you're pissed up and you've got something going on. It was going on, it was lovely. And he went, guess my age. And you go, oh, fuck me, not that game. Because a number comes into your head, you look at him and you go, oh, yeah. And a number comes into your head and you daren't say it, because you know that you're going to lose that friend, you know. And then somebody actually says something, you go, that's very close. And they say their age, and it's a lower number than the one that you had in your head, and you think, oh, why did I think that, you know, oh, so it's just as well you say nothing. Anyway, all of a sudden, somebody really well prepared and very kind pulled out one of these Chinese hot air balloon type things that has some strings hanging from the bottom of it, and an impregnated cardboard pad, which you light. and he unravelled this whole thing, and without a method statement and a health and safety inspector on hand and anybody with a fucking fire extinguisher, he lit it, and nobody got hurt. And gradually this paper balloon type thing started to fill with hot air, and obviously hot air rises. And a thought came to me. I thought, I know a lot of people, well, not a lot of people, but I know, several people that could actually make a fucking bin liner fly with the amount of hot air, wind and piss that they fucking come out with. I thought, yeah, next time they talk, I'd have some bin liners in my back pocket, stick it over there and make that fucker fly. Anyway, after just a few moments, this thing started to fill up and hover about, like just hovered about amongst us in a very ethereal way. And I've seen these things before. I've seen them in the air, twinkling away and just scuttling across the sky. And I've seen them after they've been up, and I've seen them, on the pavement or down in the woods, in fact, or in the fields. And a lot of people write, prayers or dedications on them, or wishes and stuff like that. And the following day you just see a wet prayer, and it's very sad, really. But anyway, this thing sort of took off, and we were all looking like this. It was magical. It was quite sort of, tubular bells, really. It was like, oh Christ, this is rather good, isn't it? And they were saying, can you see it? Can you see it? And I go, of course I can fucking see it. I haven't gone to the houses yet, is it? It's not far away. And anyway, up and up and up, and suddenly it's up and up and up and up. And then somebody said, you're going to make a wish. Yeah, make a wish. It made you want to make a wish, And he went, yeah, I'll make a wish. And the only thing that came to my head was, well, if you're going to wish for a bigger cock, get one for me as well. I didn't have to wait long, in fact, but it was in the middle of the night, and I thought that wish had come true, but it was just, I just needed a piss, that was all. And, whoa, it was up and up and up and up it went, and it was fantastic, and it was very, very enjoyable, and then we just sort of all dispersed as happens, and it was very good. And as per usual, I came home, and well, I'm not quite ready yet, I don't want to go to bed yet, so let's play a bit of Mozzies, And I played this. I know it's historical, really, isn't it? But there's I liked it. It's just a fab record, tune, song, track. That's good. That bit's good, isn't it? Makes you want to itch. Mozzie, probably. If you're gonna play the drums, make them sound like that. And then I thought, do you know what? Prison does work, doesn't it? I mean, he never reoffended, did he?